5 seconds remaining.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ADL. It's Season 2. It's the end of week number 4 here. We've got a Group A match, a best-of-3 series between For Sweet Revenge, the Peruvian squad, and Team Dog, well, the mostly European squad. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. My name is Maud. With me tonight is, well, hopefully, what is hip? How you doing, Greg? Well,
I'm doing pretty well.
Oh, there you are. Okay, I got scared for a second. You were there. Jeez, you trolled me.
I hope everything is all right. If the audio is not right in Dota TV, just let us know. Using a different microphone than normal, so
it sounds good, man.
I think we're good.
Yeah,
but no guarantees.
It sounds fine, I think, and it's good to have you here, man. I was kind of like I've been doing a bit of casting lately, and my sleep schedule's been all sort of screwed up. So I got up at like 4 o'clock, and I go on Skype. I'm like, I hope one of these guys can do this with me because I have to do this best of 3 alone. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be rough.
You're gonna be real sad.
Yeah, but that is not the case. You are here. I think you can hear my voice is also going a bit too, which is like, oh, by the way, you got to go to the TI qualifiers in like 10 days or something. Good luck in not having your voice. That's like
you got to take it easy, dude. Got to go easy.
I do. I mean, that's hard for me though, man. Like,
I know. I'm there. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Like, when you know, you just get excited.
You do, and like
get excited.
Yeah. So I mean, I am really excited. I gotta say, and there's been a couple of rumblings about some changes that have come along, especially in the American qualifier.
Oh, I've heard.
So
I've heard.
I think we can kind of talk about it a bit and go from there. I mean, I'm not sure. These are just rumors, so I don't really have any base of information. But I've heard that, well, the team that we're seeing right now, Revenge, Ewo is back, and maybe is it Union that is leaving the qualifiers? I don't know. I don't want to spread anything.
I've heard Osiris is possibly leaving.
Really?
Yeah, they don't really have a team.
Yeah, they don't. That's something I wanted to talk about because
they have got a lot of stand-ins, but they don't really have a team. So I have heard some rumors that they might be backing out. I haven't heard anything about any of these South American teams. That's a possibility as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just throwing. I mean, these are rumors. I don't have any foundation for the claims that I'm making, so don't take my word as gospel. And in fact, I'd say just be very cautious about what you do with this information. So, but
we're gonna tell you, but don't tell anyone else.
that's not what I meant. I'm just I don't really know, to be honest. These are just like musings from us, but
yeah, I'm fairly confident that Osiris are gonna be either with a very different roster or backing out entirely because they really don't have a roster. You know, every time we see them play, it's some random stand-ins, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna be like, are they really a team, or just a group of like 5 or 10 or 20 rotating stand-ins?
Or some amount of people. Like Ryu stood in for them a ton, and I don't know. This is what I've been hearing. I'm not sure if it's true, but I would imagine that you'll probably see some changes to the NA qualifiers.
I feel you, and trust me, also. That's fair because that team they impressed me in the past with a little bit of their play, but they've always been very streaky in the ADL. And the only one that I could say for sure that I really enjoyed, well, not enjoyed, but really felt comfortable like seeing in a game was Guanzo, because he would put the team on his back half the time and just go to work. Willies was a very strong staple of the team as well, but it would not surprise me if they are backing out, honestly.
Yeah, not 100% sure about that, but that's what I've heard. So who knows? Maybe we'll see another ADL team in there. And I've gotten some messages, and hopefully we'll be able to make something happen.
I've also gotten some messages, but unfortunately, it seems as if people expect too much of me. So.
Yeah, they're like, "Can you?" So the qualifiers, I'm like, who do you think I am?
Yeah, like who exactly do you think we are here? Like, listen, I know about as much as the qualifiers as you guys do, so...
Yeah, exactly. Like, people seem to think we know things. Oh, how cute. We don't know shit.
Listen, we just get asked to do stuff, and then we do it, and we go from there. But I guess that's enough of that. We'll talk more about the qualifiers maybe a little bit later. We have a draft going on right now. Revenge,
man.
I mean...
Whatever. There's a Wraith King.
Yeah. There's a Wraith King, there's a Viper, too.
There's a Viper, yeah. What do you think about Viper? I think he's a pretty good hero.
I love this hero.
I'm on the Viper train.
He's got a place in Dota, but his team fighting potential is like very limited. He is so good early on in the game. Like, he's very difficult to stop and shut down. You have to gank him pretty early on to really just stop him from kind of snowballing into this carry or semi-carry that does a lot of right-click damage, getting slow, but he has no real team fight presence unless he can get an Aghanim Scepter and throw that ult on cooldown every 12 seconds or so. So I feel like he's got a place in Dota, and that place works well against this team. The thing is, with Shapeshift, he's going to ult Lycan, and Lycan's just going to be, yeah, I'm fine. But they can lock him down other ways, like with Telekinesis, with Vacuum, and with Stomp. So he'll be used as more of a way to shut down Invoker, or even Wraith King to a certain extent, and I love the hero, so...
All right, I had some reports that I was not heard in game. I just made some adjustments. Hopefully they work. It wasn't defed as the default mic, but I think it might be fixed now.
You could always just restart too.
If it doesn't get fixed, I'll just restart Dota, and hopefully that will take care of it. But thank you guys for joining us today on the Sunday afternoon here in the U.S. and Sunday afternoon Dota. I feel like this isn't a time slot we get to cast in very often.
Yeah, it's usually on the weekends that we get to do this. We've had a lot of 7 o'clock games, a lot of like midnight games, so yeah. It's nice to kind of change the pace of things and, you know, join you for some nice afternoon Dota. It's kind of like watching a good, you know, bit of golf.
It's like yeah, exactly.
Like on a Sunday afternoon or something like that, but instead of golf, it's Dota. Instead of like watching people play out in sunny California, we're watching people play.
Should we whisper like they do?
I've tried that before, man.
I never understood that, man. Why do they whisper when they're?
Because they're on the golf course and like.
Are they really though? No, they're not. They're like in booths, like way far away.
I think they do it just because like they want to like. I don't know. It's been a tradition, and they can't stop the tradition and be like, "Why are you talking loud?" And also, like, maybe it's because there's old people watching, and
I think it's more the atmosphere of the whole thing. The whole thing. But let's go over the teams real quick. On Team Dog, well, we're not even gonna get to talk about the bans, but everything is pretty standard here, except for the last couple of picks. We've got a Viper, a Jakiro, Wraith King, and Slark. On the both teams, the last 2 picks. Jakiro's not a hero we've seen a ton of, but he has gotten a couple buffs in a row, so I'm not too surprised to see him.
This is, and the reason they picked this up is because they have the Darkseer. You remember, and I talked about this before, but it's good old Dignitas strategy way back like a year ago now. Essentially, they always used to go for the Darkseer and Jakiro first, back when those heroes were somewhat decent. Not that they're bad now, but they're not quite as good as they were before. So I think that this is a strong pickup for them. I feel like the last team I saw do this, they picked it up first and second together. I think it was like a render or something. I'm just like, why are you picking this up first and second? But with the way they have it now, they have so much to combine up with it. I feel very confident in their draft. For Revenge, they have Smash playing on, well, he's actually a Lycan this time. I thought they were going to give him the Slark, but either way, he's strong in both of these heroes.
That's a nice one. Yeah. I think that's the new one. Big fan. I really like Slark a lot. I mean, I think he contributes a ton to your mid game. Are they going to tri-lane with an Invoker?
I've seen Stranger Things before.
Looks like it.
That's weird. They're going to have to rotate a lot because this Invoker's not going to get anything out of this lane.
Yeah, he's going to get no levels.
So, like, he needs that. That's like, you could argue that Invoker's like, he needs, you know, farm gold and stuff like that, but, like, he needs levels, like, horribly because he is, in fact, an Invoker. They're going to catch up to Slark, maybe. Misery's going to look for maybe an Ice Path or something. He's not got his thing up just yet, but hold that thought as we get to the introductions here. For Team Dog, I guess... Our honorable European members here of the ADL. We've got Paz in the Rubik. Pycat will be on the Centaur runner. Misery on that Jakiro. We'll have Blumenkranz on the Darkseer. And Fatsa will be on the Viper. Blumenkranz.
That's MSS. He keeps changing his name, dude. Yeah, I'm going to kill him. He's changed it twice since the lobby. All right, but on the other side of things, we've got Revenge. They've got a couple stands today. It's going to be Belial on the Slark. Mid lane, we've got Lycan Smash. He's going to be playing that. Down bottom, we've got a tri-lane Misco on the Wraith King. SYVD. I imagine that stands for something on the Shadow Demon. And we're going to have Mihawk on the Invoker.
And look at this. And this is what I was talking about. This early rotation coming out from Revenge. And Fada's got to be careful here. He's kind of tanky as a Viper. He's got some decent health, but that's not going to matter if you're getting run at by a Wraith Fire Blast. And, well, Disruption is going to come first right now. And we'll see if he goes down here. Howl's going to go as well. Wraith Fire Blast is going to fly. He's taking some damage, but are they going to right-click him down here? He's getting low. There it goes. Telekinesis. Misco. Can they bring him down? Paz wants to get a return kill. And will. Paz getting chased down now. He doesn't seem to mind, however. A lot of damage from that tower. The Fade Bolt, not enough. So close. Oh, that would have been huge for Paz.
God damn. Man, they waited a long time to use that stun.
Yeah.
And that might have saved Misco there, but they do get the kill on Fada, so Smash has a nice little start here with that assist. but
again,
I think he's going to need the help in this lane. This seems like a pretty brutal lane for Lycan.
Yeah, I don't expect him to do well. He will have wolves to harass down, but Thoughts is rather tanky. He's not even got his poison attack yet. He's doing work against Smash with Nether Toxin, so... But already, again, Revenge, they go for the smoke.
Again. Jeez.
And Misery might be on the receiving end of a gank here. He might spot out SYVD. It looks like he's going to get disrupted, followed by a Wraithfire Blast. Sunstrike's got to come in. It's level 1. It doesn't do that much damage because of the illusions coming through, excuse me. The Stomp is up as well. Misco taking some damage. Misery going to try to eat his way out of there and will survive for the time being. But here we go. Mihawk now chasing down... Well, no, he's actually getting chased down. Body blocked by the creep wave. And it looks like Pycat should bring this kill.
Oh, he's double edge.
There it goes. Nice double kill coming out for Pycat. He had enough mana for it. Well played.
Nice job there. That did not quite work out for Revenge there. And they need to be a bit more careful with these ganks.
Can he get this kill? No, just out of range. That disruption, too long. The duration for that banish.
Right. So. My mic is still not working, so I'm going to restart Dota real quick. Okay. Be right back.
That's fair. That's fair. So... While Greg's getting everything set up here, remember, it's a best-of-3 series. We're so used to 2-game series here in the ADL, but this one has the possibility of going 3 games. Now, you might argue that, Dog, they're looking extraordinarily strong here the past couple weeks. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, top lane, Wraithfire Blast, Sunstrike, that's going to hit up on Dog. He'll fall. But the Iron Shell doing so much damage to Misco. However, it doesn't really matter. He'll survive nonetheless. But yeah, MSS going down. 3 for 3. Great rotations coming out. And now Thoughts are getting harassed by these wolves, taking a lot of damage. Howl is used for it, but both of them kind of dishing it and giving it to each other back and forth, so...
Yeah, and I think it's pretty important when you have the Slark. I mean, we talked about this a lot. Every time we see Slark, really, you need to make sure that you can get a little bit of an advantage for him because he's a very snowbally hero. He takes advantage, having a level advantage extremely well, gets tons of damage out of it, and can really nuke down weaker heroes and supports. And Jakiro and Rubik are definitely going to be targets for him to try to kill. Even Darkseer, I mean, Surge doesn't help you with Pounce. I think my mic in game now is going to be working. I see the little box showing up, so we seem to be all set. Let me know if that's still not fixed, though. Thank you, chat.
You should just make sure that if you're not talking, the box doesn't show up if you're...
Yeah, it goes away.
Okay, then you're probably fine. I don't expect...
I think we're good now.
Yeah. So, alright, we're back into it. Telekinesis. Oh, and a Siege Creep. Wow, it actually stunned up Mihawk. I don't know if that was intended, but that would have been pretty crazy to see a kill there. Disruption is going to fly through. No Sunstreak to follow from Mihawk. He'll throw up the Cold Snap at Pycat, but that is a tanky Centaur. You are not doing any damage to him, like, at all, so...
Yeah, and we talked about this as well. I mean, Centaur receives some nerfs. He's a little bit less offensive in lane now. You know, it's a little bit harder to get solo kills because you don't have quite enough mana to spam out Hoof Stomp, but still, he's got tons of HP, so you need to be very careful engaging onto a Centaur.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, up in the air. The Shadow Demon, they get the Stomp as well. Double Edge comes through, Dual Breath. He's almost dead, though. Pycat needs to get away. No, he falls. They get the Shadow Demon, though.
And they made them wait there a bit longer than they would have liked to with that disruption. Sunstrike, Misery. Oh, he didn't keep going. He stopped it. He turned around for a second, did a double take. He'll survive, but it doesn't matter. That was still very close. SYVD TPing back in. And everyone's kind of coming back into this lane. It's a dual lane down bottom, though, that is going okay for Revenge for the most part. SYVDU. Oh, using that disruption, almost getting caught out. Paz hastens up now. Telekinesis into the Stomp. The Ice Path as well is going to land. Double Edge is going to fly. The right click, he's got no disruption. Good stick charge. Is it enough? No, absolutely not. Pycat now going hard here in this bottom lane, getting a couple kills going his way.
Yeah, and we always talk about the strength gain on the Centaur, and since obviously he's a strength hero, he gets a lot of damage as well, and you know he's right-clicking for 70 damage with not really any stats items or anything, so you need to be a bit careful. That was quite a stick usage, though. Almost made it through it.
Yeah, and that's the argument for early 6 coming out for supports like that right there.
Oh, it's so good, especially in a tri-lane.
Your life. Yeah, absolutely. You have to do it in a tri-lane, especially if it's like tri-lane versus even a dual lane. Tri-lane versus dual, tri-lane versus tri. If you're like wondering why your tri-lanes aren't winning, just buy a stick on a support. You'll be good to go.
Buy a stick and then you'll win.
Yeah,
Easy Dota.
It's obviously it's a little bit more complicated than that, but like.
But it definitely is a huge help. I mean, when those extended engagements happen and you're running away, that stick can very easily save you. And I mean, we almost saw that there.
Most supports have like really low cooldown abilities.
Yeah.
So like, even just like having to use one of your abilities again is like huge. So. MSS getting potentially, I guess, stalked here by the Slark, and he'll just TP away. He doesn't want to be. He doesn't really want to be a part of that Slark engagement. He's like, no, I'm good. That's all right though.
I mean, Iron Shell is great and everything, but he really has no interest in fighting against this Slark. Slark has 3 points in Essence Shift. Kind of an interesting build, actually. This is not what we're used to seeing. So he's going to be looking to get as many right clicks off as possible in these little engagements. I wonder what the reasoning behind this build is.
I'm not sure.
It honestly doesn't seem great. Maxing Pounce is so good.
I mean,
it gives
like,
you an 8-second cooldown.
Essence Shift is a decidedly, I feel like, almost late game ability.
Yeah, because you need attack speed.
I guess if you're going to be able to take away stats from the Darkseer, it's good for him to not be able to cast his abilities.
But you can't really get next to a Darkseer. Like, you'll take so much Ion Shell damage.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true
know.
as well.
I'm a little curious about this build. I'll have to think about it a little longer, but...
There is a giant gank at the bottom lane right now for Revenge, and they'll probably find out Pycat here, but Shapeshift's going to go for Smash, Telekinesis to stomp as well. Can they bring him down? Double Edge is going to fly. Look at the damage. Ice Path. Pycat gets the kill. Sunstrike on Pos. Good disruption. All 5 are down for Revenge. Pycat gonna fall here. A 2-for-1 trade. About to be a 3-for-1 trade as the Wraithfire Blast does hit up in Misery. Will go down. Huge rotation. They get 3 kills out of it. They brought everybody. They brought the house for Revenge.
I guess the argument is they already have an Invoker to Sunstrike off the Pounce. So the duration doesn't get any higher. That might be it. Fada, though, under pressure as well. Belial popping the Shadow Dance under the tower. A disruption comes out. He's going to have to evacuate. And it looks like Revenge have hit the eject button. They're out of here.
There's almost Stampede for Pycat. One more creep and he would have gotten it just a bit earlier. And, well, actually 2 creeps, but still. You understand. Now they're making a roam to mid. And Misery might get caught out. Ice Path is going to go, but he's going to take a lot of damage. There's the Essence Shift right clicks coming through. Misery in some trouble. Going to try to juke his way through the trees. Not going to matter. And Mihawk actually gets the kill with his right clicks. He didn't even use his Sunstrick or whatever, so...
I mean, I guess this is pretty good. He was right-clicking there for over 100 damage for a little bit, so... I don't know. This is this is just an interesting build, not what we're used to seeing. I mean, we'll see how it works out. I guess this might be a little bit better for the later parts of the game. Obviously, you lose damage in the mid-game, but in really long fights, you might have a bit of an edge.
Well, I mean, this is 120-second duration. That's, like, actually disgusting.
It's quite long, yeah.
And it's not really going down, like, anytime soon, so... Getting 21 agility is giving you a lot of damage in these fights if you're rotating around. If you're just farming, I guess. But, like, also, I don't know. He's getting enough levels for it to be okay right now, so...
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have Pounce maxed out next, so... Yeah. Just an interesting little variation. These are the things that, you know, I get excited by, so I'll have to look into this after the game's over. But another smoke gank happening middle.
Well, this time it's going to be the one for Dog here, and they need something going their way. Smash is, he's fallen once, but... Not really his fault. And they're going to try to look for him again here. He's got to rotate up into the jungle.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. Is there enough damage here between the 2 of these heroes? I think they need to have MSS rotate over.
Well, he does have enough mana for true form, so maybe not.
Yeah, he's got a shapeshift ready to go. And, I mean, yeah, he'll be fine. They're not going to find him out. And so they're just going to try to push mid, maybe. They have Liquid Fire up for the Jakiro. It is level 2. And that's actually a pretty big ability now for pushing lanes, but I mean Fatsa's not the best. I guess pushing hero. You know, Viper's not really that great for pushing down towers.
Yeah, it's good at killing heroes, protecting the towers, but not very good at actually knocking them down. I really like Liquid Fire. It's quite good.
Yeah, Liquid Fire is really strong. I think people underrate it a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
Liquid Fire or Dual Breath level 1 I think are fine. If you go Ice Breath level 1 too is okay, but you have to combine it up with something. Pykat's, he's stalking here. He wants to go and fight this right now. The only one not here is MSS in that top lane. Down bottom is getting pressured by Mihawk with a Forge Spirit, but will they stay here and try to fight this here? There's no creep wave. They've got to back off. Pycat has made his way all the way down bottom. He said, listen, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. You guys can do whatever you want. In the meantime, though, it looks like no engagement is going to happen. There is 61 CS for MSS, who... I guess he's going to get a bit of that through the jungle, but that's still pretty impressive to see.
Yeah, he's decently farmed. He's got a buckler coming out to him.
That's pretty nice. That early mech is what you see nowadays from Darkseers, like pretty much every time. So
yeah,
good stuff there. Popping the shapeshift was smashed just to get that haste room bottle up and make sure that Fata didn't grab it or deny it. So he did use that there with the haste rune. He should be hard to gank unless they can just really catch him out with telekinesis and ice path and what have you. Vlad's is finished up for him. It's 6-8 at about 10:30 or so. Dog are playing well, but Revenge are doing really, really great rotations. They're getting farmed. The Slark now has a drum. He's leading the net worth chart, so he is snowballing to a certain extent, you know?
Yeah. The game is pretty even at this point. I think Revenge were expecting an aggressive tri-lane because Mihawk, I mean, he's still sitting in this bottom lane. He has a Midas recipe, still no Midas, but he just does not have a lot of CS. He's getting decent levels since everyone has pretty much rotated out of this lane, but he can't really go near a Jakiro and a Centaur. That's a pretty quick recipe to die if you do, so I think they were probably expecting an aggro tri-lane and just put Slark up there because Pounce is pretty good.
Yeah.
Get you out of those situations.
The one thing I do like about this, though, is that when you sit mid, and hold that thought, actually, as MSS will get Wraithfire blasted, and now Pycat, he got his blink, he's going to stomp it up on Smash. Double Edge as well, he's got Shapeshift, no. Stampede flying through, the Telekinesis, the Fateful, he pops the haste. Do they have the damage, the right click? Might it be there? He'll, of course, bottle up and stay alive. They'll find Misco potentially, he's got no reincarnation now. Now he's chasing after Paz. Wraithfire Blast was stolen. Nicely done. There's the Fable to grab the kill. Sunstrike, no, sir. Not on the mark that time around. Had they gotten that Lycan, oh, that would have been a nice pickup of the Haste Rune, man. Too good.
Yeah, that would have been huge. Mid lane, though, Fada taking a lot of damage from Belial. And is he actually going to make it out of this? Shadow Dance used. MSS surges Fada out. I think he's fine.
Yeah. No Viper Strike.
Game's very even, though, at this point. This is, Revenger playing pretty well. I have to say, I mean, Dog, I think things are going pretty much how they wanted.
Yeah,
wow.
Well, and that just kind of amplifies things. That's a huge pickup.
That's
just Centaur, man. That's
yeah,
just
absolutely.
Centaur.
He's got the Blink Dagger, and he just becomes a huge force to be reckoned with. I wonder what kind of itemization we're going to see out of the Viper, since MSS appears to be buying the mech. Normally that's sort of a Viper item, but he has 64 CS, and it seems like he does not actually have a lot of items. He has finished up the Aquila, which costs about 1,000 gold, but it gives him a... I mean, 18 damage is pretty huge. Also, the mana regen is always nice. So.
Maybe you rush like an Ags, but he's got treads, so I don't know if he wants to go for that build. I mean, if he wants to, he's got treads, so generally means he wants to be a bit more of a right clicker.
Yeah, I think maybe like I think Shadowblade might be a possibility.
I don't like.
I don't really like that item on that hero, but it depends how they want to use him. I mean, it appears that MSS is going to be all the utility. He's going to have the mech. He'll probably maybe... they might need a pipe. I don't know how good a pipe actually is.
Wow, they're trying to go for this tower without a creep wave, and they're almost getting pretty close to it. Nice blink stomp. Misco, no level 6. He's actually maybe going to Wraithfire Blast. That's not really going to matter, however, and an easy kill. And also Jakiro getting the mid-tier 1 tower there as Misery gets it with his, I guess, Liquid Fire. Dual Breath and Ice Path are going to miss. That was not Misery's best engagement. That was
just a little bit off.
Yeah, that's fine though. It happens.
It happens, man. It's hard to land those all the time. But bottom lane, it looks like they want to go in on Mihawk. There's the poison lift up in the air. They use the ultimate as well. He's going to try to TP out of here. Can he make it out?
Dead,
no.
Yeah.
Down he goes.
Viper is going to rush that Aghanim Scepter. He'll pick up a point booster next. Really good item for this hero.
Yeah.
You pretty much, it's almost like you have to go for this item now. If you're in a pub game,
especially against a Lycan.
If you're in a pub game, you could go like any item build and win with this hero. Like you could right click it down. Like I've seen like ridiculous like abilities. Like yeah, I've got an orb, but I'm just gonna go for like a Desolator. I'm like okay, I guess if you want to do that, that's fine. But like I've seen really crazy builds, but like you've got to go Ags in this game. I feel like in just
super
in general.
Good. I mean, they've got a Lycan, they have a Slark, even the Wraith King. You want to? I mean, those are all very juicy Ags targets.
Yeah. I mean, oh yeah, that's true. I mean, this Wraith King, he can't run amok, and he'll need a mobility item. Like he'll have to get his team to have a Force Staff or a Blink Dagger for himself. And
yeah, otherwise, he's just not going to do anything.
Nah, I mean, Ags is going to really wreck him.
Radiant's top tower has
it'll be really good against Slark too once the Shadow Dance is down. He's got no pounce available. I don't know. Paz is really good with his telekinesis as well, and if he gets Wraithfire Blast, it's going to be even better. The grab at tier 1 tower bottom was not denied, I don't believe. In fact, oh yeah, it was killed by the Viper, and MSS denied top tier 1. Nicely done there. His mech is now done. So yeah, I mean, Dog, they've got off to a bit of a rough start, but that was because of the nice rotations from Revenge. And now there's like a 4,000 gold lead for Dog and an experience lead of 3,000 as well. So this is going their way pretty decisively right now. That could change with Smash getting a couple of items, but I don't know.
I mean, I think a big component of that is when you look at the solo laners, it's Darcy versus Slark. Slark is definitely geared, but speaking of Slark, is he going to make it out of this? He needs to get out of here. Vacuum. Shadow Dance. I think he might live. He's going to try to TP.
Stomp. Not available. Okay.
Got him.
Yeah, that stomp went cooldown for a bit too long.
But
I thought that ability was like so short cooldown, but no, it's not that short.
It's not that short, 13 seconds. But I mean, I think when you look at the two solo laners, it's just, you know, Darkseer, he takes levels to get good, and now he's getting those levels, and Dog is still in a good position. So I think it's probably going to get even worse for Revenge as we move forward here.
One level would be good. Blink forward, stomp, vacuum into the ice path as well. Mihawk getting low, the dual breath going through. He'll throw up the Sunstrike. It's going to hit on Pycat. Not that it matters. Too much health there. SYBD, he's done. Misko as well. They got the wall on top of all that. Reincarnation's going to fly. He's going to spawn right into it. Misko getting blown up. There's the mech. And MSS with a double kill revenge. Well, they got obliterated in that fight. That was not their best engagement. Luckily, Belial and Smash, they're pushing in that mid-tier lane or that mid-tier 2 tower right now. At least they've got that going for themselves.
Yeah, I think they're going to be leaning quite heavily on this Lycan at this point. I'm not really sure they can fight anymore. It's kind of unfortunate because they have this Invoker, but Quas Exort Invoker is it's not nearly as good as you want it to be when you're really behind because you don't have the levels to just blow up the supports. And this mech also, I mean, at the end of that little engagement, that mech was huge, kept them alive, and I think this is going to be pretty hard at this point for Smash. He is going to be going for a Necro. That's another tower deny, jeez.
Yeah, but they didn't get the one down bottom. Big stomp. Double Edge is going to fly for Pycat. He'll get one kill. The mech now keeping MSS alive here. They're looking to maybe turn this around. Iron Shell on Pycat. They don't want to touch it. Spell was stolen. Nice. Cold Snap. Really good ability for Rubik here. And the good thing for Revenge is that they got that tower. Yes, it was denied, but they defended bottom tier 2, which is impressive. That's just the pushing ability coming out from the side of Force Revenge. So it could have gone worse, you could argue, but you're absolutely right. There's no way they can fight. They don't have Quas Flex to throw up the Tornado or the EP.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about pushing really with his Forge Spirits, getting up an Necro for himself, which he's going to buy next, I'd imagine. There's already one coming out here for the Lycan here in just about a couple hundred or so gold, and they really cannot fight. This is not a team fighting lineup. Oh, wow, that was close. Belial even threw the Dark Pack just to make sure he survived. He's going to be going for a Scotty, by the way. He's got a point booster now. Pycat chased him to a bit.
This appears to be like the new thing on Slark. You just go like one item, then you just get a Scotty, and it's pretty good. I mean, the thing is that it's better on Slark than a lot of heroes since he benefits way more from like the attack speed than most heroes do because of weapons shift. So it's pretty, I don't know. Normally I hate like Scotty Rush just because the build up to Scotty is so bad. The item itself is really good, but the build up is just not great on a lot of heroes. On Slark is pretty good though.
It's not like when you think of early game right-clicking items, it's not one that you think of.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, I'll just get a Scotty, perfect.
It's like when you think of early game right-clicks,
that's
like, yeah,
usually like a 6
meta, S and Y, maybe a Desolator for certain heroes. I mean, there's a ton of items, and you don't generally consider Scotty in that kind of same vein. So
yeah, I agree.
But for Slark, it definitely works out.
I think it's pretty okay.
I'm
kind of surprised he didn't get the Orb on him.
Yeah, it's kind of weird though because, like, you usually see Lothars in that hero so very often.
Yeah, Lothar's is really good, I think. I don't really like the new Blink build, but I think Lothar's is...
the courier, Shagbark! Look out, Shagbark!
No!
He's dead. He's dead. They didn't have the speed burst for it either. That was actually Paz's Shagbark. It's actually autographed by Paz.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Aghanim's is finished up for Fada, and he's throwing that out on Misko quite liberally, and you can see what a benefit this is. Now Belial, he's going in as well. Dark Pack used, Shadow Dance as well. Invoker, Sunstrike coming in, hits Paz. He's barely gonna make it out. No, he's not. He goes down. Belial, though, he's on the run. Not a lot of HP. Fada still in the front, throwing out another ultimate. Needs to be careful. Wraith Fire blasted. Misko gonna try to run him down. Does get him. Fada going back in, or Pycat rather, takes down the Shadow Demon.
They're all so low, but Pycat's gonna fall. They're gonna lose 4 heroes maybe from this. He can maybe try to blink away in a couple of seconds. It's not gonna happen. Not a good engagement for Dog. They tried maybe too aggressively to push in. They weren't in the right positioning. They didn't have MSS, and if they did, they didn't really use the wall / vacuum and mech pretty effectively. He died so quickly in that engagement.
MSS was bottom. He got solo killed by the Lycan.
I was wondering where he was.
How does that even happen?
Mana burn maybe using Necro unit, and then you mana burn him, and then he can't back search away.
That's
maybe
bad.
he tried. I think he might have tried to mana up against Smash, and then he just like turned around.
I mean I mean you can see the huge impact of Darkseer, and he's got the blink dagger as well. This is the item that sort of I think Universe really is the person responsible for this pickup, but it's really good. Blink vacuum is really scary, and without that in a team fight, though, a lot of Dog's combinations and initiations kind of just are not nearly as good. I mean, how good is a Stomp compared to Vacuum Stomp? Not even close.
Yeah, Vacuum Stomp is, we've seen that before. It's gross. It's actually pretty disgusting. Look at the gold graph, though, right now. Just look at it, and then the experience graph as well.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's really bad.
It's not good.
There's a lot of late game potential here for Revenge. You could argue that they've got more than Dog, and that'd be a fair argument.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, to me, Dog's team is like, we're going to try to win by 30 minutes. If it gets later than that, it gets pretty difficult. I mean...
It'll get iffy, but we could pull through.
Darkseer can still do it if he gets, like, a Hex, but, like, they don't really have a great way to deal with this crazy split push. They can send Darkseer down a lane. He's pretty decent, but... Beyond that, they don't really have any great split pushers. I mean, I guess Centaur's okay.
They're just going to 5-man. This is what they need to do, even against him.
Yeah, I agree. They just need to ball up and go for it.
I think they were like, okay, if we have MSS here in one of these engagements,
can't lose the fight.
We pretty much win the fight. I don't think there's any way we can stop it. But you look at, and you're exactly right about the split push. Smash's bottom, he's just like, I want this tower. But his Necro book is now gone, so he'll have to wait. He'll lose his 2-2 tower because of it.
Yeah, Revenge are just going to try to dodge the fights and push out the side lanes. And I think that's the right thing.
Yeah, they really
can't fight against MSS.
They can't afford a bad engagement, even if they have an Aegis. They really cannot afford a bad engagement. So the Slark
will go very bad if they lose an engagement, like especially at like a tier 2.
Belial's gonna get jumped on here. There isn't that much damage. Telekinesis, nice Dark Pact though to bring it away, and he's got Shadow Dance. He'll pounce away first and foremost, and oh, that's not a bad fight. But he's gonna turn around and maybe try to fight this here as Belial regens up with Shadow Dance, as everyone else is still top for Dog.
He's got a lot of gold now, too. He's got the Aegis. He's going to move in on Pycat.
Nice Dark Pact. That stomp damage went off, but he Dark Packed it. Like, that was perfect timing there. But now there is the Halberd up as well. So that's an item that you've got to be kind of concerned about if you're Revenge. So
yeah, no one's even building a BKB yet, so that item's going to be quite good for a little while. I mean, it's good against a lot of heroes. They'd love to have more than him, I think, but they're going to have to substitute with Viper Ultimate, which is acceptable as well. And they're smoked up. They're going to run past the DD, pick that up, and the only person here, though, is the Shadow Demon. Looks like they're going to wrap all the way down and try to intercept this retreat.
That was their point the whole time with this.
Yeah, they drew them out.
They wanted to draw that line and make sure they got the kill. Oh, that's a nice fail timing coming out from Misery. And the Scotty is now done, however, for the Slark here. So, but look at this. Good game sense coming out. Do they have enough damage or lockdown here? Search forward on Fata. No, it's on MSS. TP away from Smash. He'll get out in time. Vacuum not going to be coming through.
That would have been nice.
MSS just missing there. Looks like we'll see another TP come out from Misco here. He'll be just fine. He also has his reincarnation. He just bought a Blink Dagger as well, so there's no real way they could catch him out. And that Smoke DC ends up really only netting them a double damage turn, and that's it.
That's pretty bad. I mean, they had 4 heroes in that? 3 heroes? Regardless, they didn't get anyone, and Fata just was walking around the whole time. They would love to be trying to get this tier 2 top. This is a pretty big objective for them. They just want to keep these lanes pushed in, so when Roshan respawns, they're in a position to take it and possibly break high ground.
Smash, shapeshift now. Belial coming in the backside, blows up Misery. Stomp is going to go through Belial, regenerating very quickly with that Shadow Dance now. Spell was stolen. Looks like it will go, and it's going to be that Shadow Dance active coming through. Pycat getting very low. Vacuum's going to fly. A bad engagement, and a good turnaround for Revenge. They take down 3 in a matter of seconds or so. And then Dog can't get close with MSS or Pos to really help out. That's a huge fight for Revenge.
These scrappy fights are really bad for Dog. You can't really afford to have those really long engagements against Slark. Invoker's pretty good in them as well. And now they're just going to lose a tower. I don't know if they're going to lose Rax here. There's some heroes coming up. But they're looking for very quick fights. I mean, they want Vacuum Wall, Ice Path, Stomp. Everyone's just dead.
That tower is going to go down. So yeah, they will lose the tier 3. There's the Viper Strike coming in. Is it going to get Dark Packed off? You can't actually Dark Pack that off. Nice try though, Belial. Like, that doesn't work. I'm pretty sure I've tried that before. Wraithfire Blast, Vacuum Wall. Nicely done. They've got Macro Pyre down as well. Dual Breath. Can they get anything out of this? Misco, he's got Reincarnation. He's going to sacrifice his life. Mihawk's about to fall. Will he though? No. He's got 30 HP. Now, Misco about to fall and will. They will defend their Rax. No, Smash going to work. He'll pop the Shapeshift and try to get away, but the Fade Bolt bringing him down. Objective accomplished. Objective gaming all day. Now Pycat going in too far. Belial going to try to man mode. Aegis about to get reclaimed in a minute, but that's still a minute away. Wraithfire Blast is going to fall. He is very tanky. Looks like he will go down. There's the Dark Pact, the pounce as well. There's the Aegis. Can MSS get this kill? Fatsa, he's got his Aghanim Scepter, he's got the Viper Strike. Dark Pact is not going to save him, though, from that. He'll pounce away, but he is still going to get vacuumed back. He'll go down. Revenge, they lose a lot of heroes, but in the end, again, they get this melee Rax. That's what they came for.
They got their goal there. They lost a lot, but getting a melee rocks at 25 minutes in the game makes a big difference. It's going to cut down the farm, obviously. Keeps the lane pushed in the whole time, which is annoying for Dog. Not the worst thing ever, but I mean, objective accomplished for Revenge. They would have loved to get the other lane of racks as well, but that's not such a big deal.
That was, I think it was really well played. They knew, even with the forced out buyback on Fonz, I mean, can you imagine with that vacuum wall combo if there was a stomp double edge on top of that?
Yeah.
That's...
Pycat, like, I think he died before that, and then...
Yeah, he wasn't respawned by the time that happened, and he finally got back into the game.
And when he came back, he TP'd and like went straight forward to try to kill the Invoker, and he did get him. It eventually died for it, but I don't know. Yeah, that's a pretty crazy fight there for Dog. I think they managed it decently. They need to make something happen though, like right now.
They have all of their ultimates up though, so they could do that same exact thing, but now they could do it on the opposing team's high ground rather than their own. So. Exactly. It really comes down to how aggressive do they want to be. There's no Aegis to deal with. There's no Reincarnation to deal with. Shapeshift is really a bit of an issue, but not that big of a deal. Pause. Blink Telekinesis. There's the Viper Strike. Stomp's going to fly. Do they have the damage? No. What a disruption coming through. He's going to hit the R button. The vacuum is up as well. The Ice Path. Misko getting caught out. He'll fall. My goodness, Belial is like, holy crap, I should be dead right now.
Alive.
What a disruption coming out. Absolutely outstanding from SYVD. But now the tier 3 tower might take a fall. Like is going to try to split push, but I think it's a bit too late. He maybe has to get home here. Pycat is going to work right now. Wall is still down. Pycat taking damage from that Shadow Poison. Down bottom, the tier 2 tower getting pressured. He's going to TP back in. There's the buyback. They still cannot get the tower. Vacuum back in. Smash. Shapeshift is up. There's the stomp going through. He's not that tanky anymore. Vacuum into the Ice Path. Misery falls, but not before he gets the Veil off. Smash about to fall. The right click. It's there. Botsa Tornado is up on him. Will he survive? Blink. Double edge. Mihawk. It's blown up. They've got the mech going. Will they survive? Pycat getting low. A buyback from the Invoker. Belial is going to about to fall, but he will stay alive. The Dark Pack. Blink away from Pasta to the TP. Is he going to make it out? No. Wraith Fire Blast from Misko. And more scrappy engagements flying, but we're not done yet. Surge away from Pycat. MSS trying to get out. He'll blink away. Nicely done there. Can he make it away? He will. Pycat TPing out just in time.
Oh, no. How did that not work?
MSS?
Did you not do that anymore?
What did he do?
He tried to vacuum him on the ward cliff, and it just did not work.
It's been kind of finicky lately. I don't know if they fixed it or not. I think they might have in one of the patches, but
well, I mean, you see what happens when the fight goes long. Dog loses, and that's just a product of their team comp. There's not really anything they can do about that. But
well, you have to. The thing is, they forced out several buybacks, though. I think they.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was fine for them. That tower. It's unfortunate they didn't kill the tower. It's really low. They don't have a way to heal it though. They don't have a tree or anything, so it's not that bad. They'll be able to clean out at some point.
The thing is, like, they're still, I think, ahead in terms of like team fighting composition. If Revenge gets like
so,
1 BKB,
if it's a proper engagement,
if Revenge get 1 PKB, it's really gonna be rough. I feel like for Dog, but
yeah,
I still feel like one good fight, and even if it's a long-winded fight like that, they could still come out on top. It really comes down to buybacks though, and it was 2 in that engagement where Dog and the rest of Fots and the rest of the squad of Dog just couldn't do anything, and they looked like they want to push right back down mid lane again. And if they win another fight this time, they probably. Yeah, but Roche is now up as well. Just respawned.
Huh.
And
how much weight do you think Dog are going to place on this Roche? I think they need it.
I think.
I don't know if they can beat like an Aegis Slark again. Like,
I think it's important, but I don't know if they're gonna go crazy for it.
Do they break off from their push mid to go? It looks like they're gonna smoke.
They don't want to They don't want to go outside their base because guess what? All of that vision they had is gone. They lost the gem. I'm not sure who was carrying it earlier, but. SYVD has it now, and that is Misery's gems. Excuse me.
I think Centaur was the one that actually carried it.
Yeah, I think you're. Well, he didn't die in that last fight though. I think
that's true. Yeah, and this halberd has been really good, but Slark has also had some pretty sweet dark packs, so the disarm lasts like no time at all.
Yeah, but you can throw it on Smash 2 and just be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or even
there's a lot of good targets for it.
Yeah, so they'll TP back home. Pycat's ready to fight. I think they're making a feint here, trying to go for mid, but they're going to TP away. Vatsa is... There's no bash for Belial, so he'll get out just fine. And Smash... Pycat's already used his blink. The wolves are chasing after him, so he cannot blink away, unfortunately. He maybe wanted to jump on top of Smash, but the blink was keeping it on cooldown, which is a smart play. But there's that tier 3 falling. They denied it, actually. They just said, listen, they're going to get this tower eventually. Might as well make sure that they don't get the gold for it.
Well, they're gonna go for Roche now. Looks like, I mean, Dog is not in position at all to do anything about this. They've spawned the Necro units. They're gonna kill this quite quickly. I'm a little surprised that Dog's doesn't care about this a little bit more. I suppose it's not quite as good for their team, and they can deal with it. Kind of. I mean, if you wipe everyone in a fight and just a Slark comes back, you can pretty easily kill him. But with the way these fights have been going, they've been so long, so drawn out. Slark having the Aegis there could be quite annoying. The last Aegis wasn't very good for Slark, but maybe they can.
You could argue that they were a bit more apprehensive to jump on them because of it, but yeah, I think.
Oh
it's
god,
not
he's got
as
an Eagle
good.
Song too.
He's
Jesus,
running at people right now with Shadow Dancing. The thing is also, it's the gem. Like I said before, like if they had the gem there and they had vision, that's probably not. That doesn't happen. I don't think unless Revenge smoke into it. So they're gonna try to fight though. Blink forward. Telekinesis stomp. There's an Aegis there. Ice Path. Do they have enough damage? Disruption's gonna come through. The Shiva's Guard as well. Lyle should survive this just fine. Viper Strike's going to fly there. Now, Mech Pot's getting very low. Looks like he might fall and will. Oh, that's a big loss there. Now they're going to try to fight. The Sunstrike's going to fly through. It's only going to barely clip on Podcat, taking a lot of damage from that Dark Pack. Vacuum. Is there a wall up? Double Edge. Look at the damage for Lyle. There's the Aegis. Reincarnation's in as well, but is it going to be enough? They're both back alive. They're walking through the wall here. Misco getting low. Pawspot back. He stole a spell, I believe it was Wraithfire Blast. Is he going to turn it around and use it? He very well might.
Needs it.
He's got to throw something down. The Faybolt first. The Creep's still chasing Podcat, looking for a potential stomp target. Oh, the blink away from Misco just in time. And everyone else will TP out.
Well, that went well, I think. I mean, it's unfortunate that Fada had to buy back.
I didn't even know
I
he
think
went down.
Boss buying back is annoying, but they held pretty easily. Like that was the kind of team fight they want. I mean, you see 3 heroes get stuck, a great blink in by MSS, pretty ballsy initiation. Podcat's right there, lands the stomp, the double edge, and no, they just rampaged an illusion. That illusion's dead as hell.
It definitely is a very dead illusion. That illusion has never been more dead than before. But
oh man,
the problem is like they're gonna go for this like set of racks, but like the Lyle's like, yeah, I don't really care. I'm just gonna split push, and
yeah,
you guys are gonna have to deal with it. So
I mean, how annoying is that though? They do that whole combo, and then 2 of the 3 heroes just immediately come back to life. They're like, God fucking damn it.
That's gotta be really frustrating.
It's so annoying. They're like, well, we killed 2 of them, but they're both back alive. Well, you can see Dog is pretty unsure about this push. They're gonna go for the range racks.
Get it?
Kill
All
it!
right.
God damn
Okay.
it! All right, good job. But if they were confident in that push, they would have gone for the melee racks, but they go for the safe one, the range racks, make sure it doesn't regen. They end up getting it. Belial moving forward. Tornado, wow, that was short range. 1 level 1 wax doesn't go very far.
It was just like, that's got to be level 1. That was the shortest tornado I've ever seen. He's got some issues, man. Some growing issues in that tornado, man. Podcat, though, they were sitting there ready to turn this, but...
Plate mail for the Centaur. Gotta imagine he's gonna be going for his Shivas. What's our itemization on MS? Oh no, MSS already has a Shivas, so he's gonna have to get something different.
It's an Assault Cuirass for Podcat then. I mean, it has to be. So.
This is great on that team.
Armor reduction.
I guess they kind of have to get one though, just because the Lycan is buying one. So
yeah, you've got to make sure you've got armor. Like
the arms race to AC. If Lycan gets one, you just have to get one. Otherwise, him and Slark will carve your team apart.
Yeah. I'm surprised I guess you don't need to go for a buff. There's not that really much magic damage other than the Invoker, which is So I guess you don't need that. I think he's not gonna really have any mana to use like. A Shivas would be huge here to give him mana to use something like a Scythe if he ever wanted to get it or something, but like now he can't really go for that, so maybe go for like a harder BKB or something, but even that is like, I don't know.
That's ballsy.
Belial going in hard, man. He'll Shadow Dance though. That's on cooldown for a while. I don't know if it's the right
This is an opportunity here.
Yeah.
That's like, a huge spell to go down. They're gonna get the melee racks here. I don't even know if they can fight without Shadow Dance.
Well, and the thing is, Smash isn't there either. They're gonna forward up real quick. They're gonna use the glyph, and Dog will get ready to go again.
The creeps are pretty far bottom, though. They should be fine. They can get this and then just leave.
Yeah, they can certainly.
They do need to get it though. Like they need to move along here, kill this racks.
They really do. This will be the first set of racks going down here. I mean, there's been buildings dead, obviously, but a set of racks is gonna be huge, and they're doing some damage to it. The Liquid Fire about to do most of the work, but here we go. Blink and Wraithfire Blast. Misery backs off a bit. Still has that Veil and all of his abilities ready to go as well. Smash will take the tier 3 and Shapeshift out. He'll also throw the Necro units up here, and Podcat will go clean that up with his Double Edge and Stampede as well. And also to use that to get away. Fata getting caught out, but he should survive the tornado again. Level 1. Nope. Oh, no vision! He made it out! Oh no! That Necro Archer walked 2 feet forward. That Wraithfire Blast comes through.
He started it and it got fogged.
It did.
Yeah, the Archer went too far. God, that's frustrating. Well, they keep their bottom racks. They did lose the tower. Man, Lycan at this point just with the Hyperstone, with the Necro units. Now he's got a full AC as well. He pushes so fast. You have to be super careful. Regen rune. That's fine.
Can you imagine Lycan with a Desolator right now? Like Smash having that item?
God.
Like they wouldn't even like it'd be like 3 hits or something. Not 3 hits, but obviously it'd be.
No, not actually 3 hits, but it'd be scary. It's a B-fly now for Slark. This is a problem. I think this is probably.
This is a lot to deal with.
This is bad. Yeah, like, and Fada's already bought plate mail as well. What the hell? They're armoring up, man. But I think he like kind of needs an MKB. Otherwise, they're never gonna kill this Slark.
The thing is, though, like, you're never really gonna build that item on a Viper, though, especially one that's really just he rushed Ag, so it's like he's known he's not gonna be like a right clicker. He's gonna be okay. Let's try to win team fights with as many ways as possible.
If he doesn't go for something like that, the window for Dog to win is closing very quickly. Like within the next 5 minutes, I think they need to get another set of racks. Otherwise, you just like if this next Roche comes up and there's not another set of racks down for revenge, I am not confident that Dog can win this one.
I don't think they're panicking yet because Slark needs like another item to maybe really do damage. But
he right clicks for 171 damage with no essence shift stolen?
That's a good point.
That's a fuckload of damage.
That is. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I'm not convinced yet, but.
And like these lanes are getting pushed in so fast by the Lycan, the Invoker. This is Dog just needs to win a team fight, and I'm not sure Revenge are going to give it to them. Look at this. This is so annoying.
It's really going to come down to. It's really going to come down to. I think Roche, like you talked about, they've got to get it now. There's no way they can give this up, but they have no ward over here in the Roche pit again. That Shadow Demon still has that gem, I believe. Yeah, SYVD still has that. So
if Slark gets this next Aegis, I will fear for Dog.
Oh my God, these freaking wolves are going to take this range racks, aren't they?
These wolves are way too good. I think that this is what needed to be nerfed on Lycan, not goddamn true form. Look at this. This Ryze is just dead.
Are they not going to kill these?
All right, well now they have backdoor.
Yep, all right.
That's a lot of damage, though. That doesn't come back.
They need another gem, I think. Oh my God, they're just going to go back to work. That's so dumb.
What?
Yeah, they can't get it with backdoor protection, but that's still... They did a lot of damage, even like...
Yeah, they did like 400 damage. That's a considerable amount. I mean, that makes it now so if they push through another lane, that's a very easy pickup on the way out just to make sure they get it, but damn.
You look at networks now, too, for everybody on Revenge, they're looking good. I mean...
Slark's farm to sell.
If this game even gets late enough, we're going to see Wraith King with a BKB, which is like...
that's
actually not far away. That's like maybe this creep wave, and he's got it. Or like this creep wave and another, but... Dog want to fight. Howl was stolen. That's a really good ability, but Belial, Shadow Dance not being used yet. The stomp's going to come through. Do they have the damage? The double edge, he'll fall. That is a big pickup.
Oh, it's a 30-second Roche.
Oh my God.
It's coming up in 30 seconds.
I don't think they have to defend bottom, though. They've got to push up the waves as well.
That's so sad.
Like, and he has buyback too. Everyone has buyback really, except for Pycat and Pos.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh my God. They need to get this Roshan. I don't know if they can win if Revenge get it. I mean, they did it. I'm surprised how fast they were able to kill the Slark there. I mean, they do have a lot of CC.
They do.
Stomp Ice Breath is no joke.
I agree with you. And Iron Shell on top of all that damage.
Yeah, and then they've got Telekinesis as well. Yeah. So if they're able to use all that on Slark, he'll definitely die. It's just a matter of will they get that engagement. I think it's going to come down to MSS at this point, man. This is when your initiator just starts feeling the weight of the world bearing down on him.
I don't feel for MSS though. Like he thrives on this kind of like
he loves it.
Play. Like yeah, he's one of those players. Like he'll make those big plays. Yeah, he is. Yeah, and Dark's just like one of the biggest I think later on in the game. Like wall vacuum is just like when you hit one, it's like it's better feeling than Mag ultimate coming out. Oh, Stomp this is up on Smash. Yeah. That's tough though. That's
impossible. Yeah, it's so hard.
Max move speed. I got this. Yeah, no problem.
It's like I'm never gonna stomp this guy.
But yeah,
gotta try it though.
It's not only just I think. It's not only just MSS.
Boss, jeez, Boss just got solo killed by Invoker in the woods.
Cold Snap, Deafening Blast. Excuse me, both used with his Necro units there as well. Yeah, so. Or not Necro, for spirits, but yeah. Stampede, Stomp is up. On 2, there's the wall. Double Edge is there. Vacuum, Belial getting low. He'll stay alive. Smash will not be so lucky. big ice path. They'll use the Heaven's Halberd for Misko right now. He's about to go down. Nice disruption. SYVD, he's done. Misko, there's the reincarnation. He has the BKB like you talked about. Finally, the gem has been taken back. They'll pick up the gem. No. Pycat still wants it. Mihawk gets the kill with the usage of that meatball. Ice path coming through. Will they fight this? Now, they'll jump up there. They'll try to get Belial. They won't be able to go for it. 2 are down right now. 4 steps down to the low ground. SYVD bought back. Fata, he's dead. He should have just TP'd out. Ice path is not going to go. Mihawk getting a double kill. Misery's done. Stomp, double edge. Do they have Belial? They do. He's down for 83, but is that worth it? Misko getting low, about to fall to a Necro unit. It cannot get him. Pycat still chasing an SYVD. The Shadow Poison going through. The right click, he's trying to run. But now, they're both going to die here, maybe. Mihawk jumps back in. Pycat going to try to get the kill. Nice, Mac. Revenge. They turn it around. And Dog fought for too long. And they got so close to killing everybody, but they just couldn't do it.
They couldn't do it, man. Belial coming back in with full HP is not ideal. They really want to kill him in that first vacuum combo, but he was able to get Shadow Dance off, get out of there, heal back up, come back in. Effectively, like, they blew all his spells on him and he didn't die, so that's a huge investment. Then he comes back, they have to blow all their spells on him again, because you need to kill Slark. You cannot let him just run around the team fight. He will kill you so fast. And now Lycan is respawn back up at the Roche pit, taking that thing down. This is the Cheese Roche. And, well, not looking good for what I would say is our favorites here. I mean, they are going to have ults up when they come back. So that's something, but Cheese Aegis, are they going to be able to defend this? Cheese for Lycan. And he also picks up the Aegis as well. Slark is dead, so I imagine he'll probably give Slark one of the Cheese when he comes back up. It's definitely a possibility.
If Revenge play this the right way, there's absolutely no reason they should lose this.
Yeah, at this point, they have... Well, I think if they like 5-man down a lane, I think they're doing it wrong. I think they just
I agree with you 100%.
Send the Invoker down bottom and maybe with the Wraith King or something, and then everyone else goes top. I think you want the Slark and the Lycan together. They pair up so well in the team fights. He does hand that cheese over to the Slark, but Pounce and Lycan is so brutal. So, but I think the only way now Revenge to lose is if they 5-man in a lane, because now MSS has an Axe.
They have no reason to fight together at all. Absolutely no reason.
Pick off here, Dog. They're smoked up. Vada's got evasion now too.
Smash is not the one you want to find, however. He'll just shapeshift, but Blink Telekinesis is there. Blink stop ready, absolutely. Smash, he has the Aegis. Is there the damage? Nice vacuum. The wall is up as well. BKB, Pycat gets Sunstrike now. MSS getting low. There's Reincarnation. Smash about to fall again. Look at the damage. Ice Path coming through. Smash, Disruption saves his life for a second. Fox is getting low. Can they get this kill? He'll get forced away. Now, Reincarnation, there's buybacks coming through. They will pick up Smash. SYVD about to go down to the Fire Breath. Now, Telekinesis on Belial. There's going to be a stop coming in from Pycat. He'll double edge in just a second. There's the kill. Down for 87. The buybacks coming through. Mihawk getting focused down. Vacuum back into the wall. Will he fall? Yes, absolutely will with the double edge. And they get the tower.
Buyback.
Oh my God,
He's
Dog.
400 gold short. Dog, that was an amazing smoke gank. That went so well for them. I can't believe they were able to get the Lycan there, but what a move by Poss using that Blink Dagger. Gets in position, and now Dog somehow, after that really sneaky smoke gank, 44 minutes into the game, take their second set of racks. They take down the Aegis. The Cheese is still up, but man, what a fight for Dog. Just as we were saying that they were backs against the wall, they pull off an amazing fight. That was,
think about it in just an objective standpoint, there's no way they should lose if they play this correctly. But the unfortunate thing is they did not expect Dog just to smoke up and take their freaking fight and immediately blow it in their faces. This might be Megas right now, actually, which is... You might be able to push this back, but Megas is almost impossible to deal with for any lineup.
It's going to be like one death push, I think, from Revenge.
Oh, wow. This is bad. Pycat taking his melee Rex down so low. This is the last building, the last Rex coming out for Force Revenge.
They're going to have to kill 10 heroes when they come back. I think they're just going to death push down middle now. And with buyback on literally every hero but Pycat. Okay, Viper just bought an item as well. But that's still a considerable amount of buybacks.
They really should not have fought into that. And I know that's saying, like, that's...
I mean, I don't know. How do you avoid that, though? If, like, if your Lycan gets initiated on, you just leave him.
Let everybody
that's
die,
probably
man.
the best thing to do.
I think did anybody? I think Smash had no. He didn't have buyback, so I guess maybe they're like, okay, we have to fight now. I won't buy back if I die, and they were trying to farm it up in the jungle clearly. And Dog, I think they knew that, and they were like, listen, if we can get one good fight, we'll be okay.
I just think Revenge grouping up is a huge mistake. Like at any point in the game, and they were definitely grouped up right there. Everyone in Misco was there, and well, you pay for it sometimes against the Darkseer.
And
that was a great initiation.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about too. And we often give MSS a lot of credit, but it's really, I think, deserved again this time around. And not just him, but his entire team as well.
Pos getting there for that telekinesis was huge. They even stacked their stuns a little bit, and that fight still went real. Pycat stacked the stun with the Ice Breath, but man.
I don't think we were saying the game was unwinnable for Dog. I think
it was just very hard.
We were just saying that they would need to make something happen before they got split pushed to death, and that I think was the case. So Belial's gonna get Viper Strike, a blink telekinesis again, and this might be his death. Disruption's gonna fly. Is this going to be the fight for them? BKB's gonna fly. They will use the Shadow Dance. Pancake getting pushed back. Stampede. Vacuum wall again. Huge from MSS. He'll throw up the Shivas as well. Belial, he's gonna use the cheese. Misco, there's the reincarnation. The right clicks. Belial wants to jump back in. Mihawk is getting low as well. Belial taking a lot of that poison attack damage. Pycat, will he fall here? Doesn't even matter. Stomp gonna miss there. Nice. Pounce to the high ground. Only one dead, and it's Mihawk. Now TP's gonna come through. SYVD gets away. Just in time, Belial. Now he's going to try to turn a right click. Pycat with no blink and no stomp for another couple of seconds here on the backside smash. He's still missing from his squad. They're kind of spread apart here.
Pycat. Throne is taking damage.
Oh my god, it looks like it might end here. SYVD, he's got to defend. Meanwhile, on the backside, Pycat does get the kill on smash. A huge pickup. He's down for 69 seconds. He might have buyback, but look, the creep wave going right to the Ancient. Belial.
Oh my god.
What is happening? Misery is like, he's throwing out the all chat here. Smash is no buyback. He picks up an Aghanim Scepter for Misery right now. And,
please show us the new Macro Pyre.
It looks like this is going to be the end.
I can't believe Dog, man.
The Ancient, man. It's fallen.
It's got 400 HP.
They're just going to run
in here.
Better
get to see the Macro Pyre.
Pycat's going to run in. It doesn't matter. The game is over. How close was that?
That was unreal, man. Dog's literally, their top 3 net worth was Revenge by a very significant margin heading into that fight. Dog apparently didn't get that memo. They went right in, initiated in the enemy jungle with an unbelievably aggressive smoke gank, a great initiation, and, well, pays off. It won them the game.
My goodness. But
Dog I think Dog just squashed the rats, dude, and they just put poison down and shoved it down their throat.
That's with Lycan on the dire side, but you've got to hand it to Revenge. Most people would argue are maybe a tier below that of Dog, but this is with 2 stand-ins. They played an extraordinary game on US East, and I think both squads should be commended for their bravery and their play, but we are going to get into game number 2 in just a second, guys. Thank you so much for joining us here on the American Dota League. Once again, my name is Mont. With me is What is Hip. We will take a quick break, and, well, we'll be right back, guys. Stick around.